sometimes it's possible to draw with a single vanishing point. In a single vanishing point, you draw a rectangle. Let's say I'm drawing a shoebox. I draw this rectangle first, and then head the upper section of the shoebox for the single vanishing point. If the box is open, I draw a corner line right where these 2 points intersect. And then I draw a corner line at this point. That gives us an open box. The elementary steps of drawing a series of telephone poles going along a highway toward the vanishing point. We'll start with the first telephone pole, which is a vertical line. The second stage of the drawing is to add or fake the distance of the next telephone pole. The next thing is to X that box to get the mid portion or the middle line of the perspective. Then you head the baseline to the middle line and up to the upper line, which gives you the position of the next telephone pole. We fake the second telephone pole, then we X the box. The purpose of Xing the box is to get the middle line, which also goes to the vanishing point. Then we run a line from the base to the middle line, and that gives you the distance of the next telephone pole, which is shown in this illustration. And the process is repeated continuously until you get a series of telephone poles all going toward the vanishing point, as shown here. If I have a certain vision in mind of people standing in a field, I go about drawing a horizon line, always the same process. So you're doing nothing new now. And I put a dot on one side of the horizon line, on the right, one on the left, and I fake, meaning no laws involved, I fake an outline of a human being, which is about a circle and about, the body is about 2 squares. So here I got that, and the legs run down about the same distance. So if that is my person, if that's the person I wish to draw, I head that person for the vanishing point. I use a ruler as a rule, and I head it for the vanishing point. This is the knee region. I head that for the vanishing point. So if I wish to draw a person over here, I get the head size. As these lines converge toward the vanishing point, that would be the size of the head. Here it would be this size. Here it would be about that size. So the body or shoulder would be this wide and go down to about the same point. Here, only it's getting smaller as we go back. Now this is a rendering or drawing or outline of people standing in a field. However, if you wish to draw a person standing here, say, not in line, you put a baseline down where you want the feet to go and go horizontally over till you hit this line. Then climb up and hit the top of that line. Then move back to the region and transfer the head size over this way, and you draw a head. Then transfer the torso over to the same point, and when you hit this line, you go to the left, so you get this region of the body, and then you get the legs. Now, suppose you want a person standing here. It's very simple. Just draw the line horizontal. When you hit this, climb up and take it back over this way. So you get the size of a person standing anywhere in this field. If you still don't understand me, if I want a person up front, I will extend this, and the head size becomes larger due to the lines moving toward the vanishing point. So I don't know how deep to make the body, so I extend this forward, and I get the length of the torso. Then I get the legs. So you can draw, say I want a person standing here, right here. Head this over sideways, horizontally, toward the vanishing point lines. Then climb up and take the information off to the side, the size of the head, whatever that is. Take it off to the side, the torso, take it off to the side, so you get a head, you get the torso, and you get the legs. So you can draw a person anywhere in the picture just by taking the information off the sides. Of course, I'm going to go over this very carefully, but this is how it's done. No magic. I'm about to draw a horizon line. The horizon line is where the sea meets the sky. When you go to the beach and you look out, you see that line along the water that divides the sky from the ocean. Now, what I do here is briefly sketch a wave system. And then I put a dot behind it, and I move away from that dot through the edges of the wave system. So as the waves come into the foreground, they increase in size and width. This is just the basic principles. They're not trying to show you how to draw waves. If I want to draw a wave in this position here, I take my information from the side. So any wave system in this region is about that wide. In this region, they're about this wide. And as we come forth, the wave system increases in height and width. But I would really put it in between so it looks more coherent. So a wave system in this region is based on this width. So a wave system in this region is based on this width. And back here, they would be the same proportion. So this is how you go about drawing waves on a picture. Now, if I'm to draw clouds, I will draw a cloud system. Again, this is not showing you how to draw. Then I put a dot underneath the middle of the cloud and head out away from that dot. That gives me the size of the clouds in the foreground and very large in the near foreground and smaller in the background. So even clouds move toward a vanishing point. So if I have to draw a cloud here, I get my information from this distance. It doesn't need to be exactly that length. If I want to draw a cloud, say here, I get my information from the width of this point, which is approximately this. So here you see the clouds moving down toward a vanishing point. And the waves also move toward a vanishing point, meaning this dot on the picture. So you can do this if you wish, and draw the cloud or the wave systems within those lines.